Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more surviving Mars Green Planet. We are only mere hours away from triboelectric scrubbing as well as a very beautiful fusion reactor. So let's go ahead and get time up and running so we can get all of these goodies up and rolling. So we have a couple of extra people that we can happily put into our fusion reactor. In a couple of days we should have enough fuel for our rocket. We'll go ahead and we'll send that off to space and permanently increase our research as well, which is brilliant. And there it goes. Triboelectric scrubbing is finished. So now comes the question, what comes after that? An auto-regulator, that could be nice for some extra power. We also have an artificial sun wonder. Wow. Produces colossal amounts of power. It provides light for nearby solar panels during dark hours and heats the surrounding areas. Consumes vast amounts of water on startup. Well, that would be nice, but that is a little outside of our price range at this stage. 300 polymers is a little pricey, but I don't think it's completely ridiculous. So either way, we'll keep an eye on that, but that is a future us problem. We're going to go ahead and work on some utility crops, see if we can get some better water usage out of our farms. Then we're going into some amplifications and more researchers and that beautiful Hawking Institute to make the most of our scientists. So after that, what do we want to look at? I think... Let's see, that's the amplify. We could go for some extra morale for domes with a spire. That wouldn't be bad. We could work on maybe a medical center. That would also be decent. Residences in basic domes, microdomes, and barrels have improved comfort. Again, that's not bad. That would help out a few of our people. Martian born could also be nice. Well, you know, for now, let's go ahead and we'll go with some of the more... Let's go with the medical spire. We definitely need another spire at some point. That should be good for our new buildings. Yeah, let's go ahead and leave that be. We do have a spot in this new dome that we could build a spire, but right now I believe the only spires that we have is the water reclamation. And as nice as that is, I don't think it's exactly what we're going after. I think we could do a bit better with other options. So we're going to leave that be for now. Let's see, less than a day on those utility crops, that would be particularly nice. Alright, and let's go ahead and get people working inside the fusion reactor. So first things first, there should be an individual somewhere. Let's see, only engineers here. Where are you? Unemployed. Here we are. Homeless and a youth. Okay. Well, what do we do? Maybe we change your dome. We might throw you over. Alright, here you are. The no specialized individual, let's go ahead and we'll assign you to this building here. We'll go ahead and shut this down to 1 apiece. Make sure anyone who works here is producing a decent amount of power. And then anybody else we could shuffle across? Not really, it seems to just be scientists. Yeah, alright, so you know what? Let's go ahead and pay for the amplification, boost up our polymer production. I think that's a cost that pays for itself. We have the extra power, so that's a no-brainer. We also have... Hang on a second, is there any other buildings we can amplify? Well, we could go for the metals, but that seems a little unimportant. Same with the rare metals, that's already sorted. No, it would literally just be the one of the other rare metal refineries, but right now we don't really need both of them up and running. We have a substantial amount of rare metals. So... yeah, since that's the case, let's just... I think we just leave things be and enjoy a little bit of extra power and can build as we see fit. Yeah, that is very nice for us. So, oh, that's right, our homeless chap. Let's go ahead and we're going to send you from... actually, no, you're just homeless. Have we got a senior over here? Yeah, we do. The other guy has a job, so let's go ahead and we'll send the senior citizen over to our new dome. Yeah, we'll send them over to Emerald. That should mean that they have a little bit of extra space. Let's also make sure that for this dome we have the filters set. And if you are a child, yeah, we'll make sure that you are here. And that should be good enough. Do we want to kick out any of our seniors from here? You know what? For now, I don't think we will. We'll let that be. Yeah, we're certainly filling up our population, which is very nice. We definitely need to be building some more apartments at some stage. That is ideal, realistically. That is something that we do need to do. But again, I think, you know what? As much as we do want to expand over here for all of our issues, I'm thinking what we do is maybe we pre-plan our new dome. I think that's not a bad idea. We are planning on chucking in a medium dome. I think about... what is it? I believe... if we put this right there... yeah, that should be within range of everything. We'll just put it down, but we're not going to do any work on this. Construction sites, yeah, that are turned off will not be serviced. It is not a priority at all. So that shouldn't get built. And that should also mean that that would be within range. Let's just double check. Yeah, that would be within range for our tunnels there. That would be within range from tunnels from over here. And that would also be within range from tunnels... hang on a second, blocking objects? Well, I think no matter which way we do it, it will make the distance. I believe it's a range of 20 and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's well and truly within our limitations. But that would give us... yeah, that would give us a nice little network. That would also give us the bonus that we're looking for, our mission profile. That'll give us, yeah, 3 celebrity applicants. That could be nice. And, yeah, then we can start boosting our numbers. We can shuffle around some... what do we call them? Some other bits and pieces, but I can't think of what it is right now. Yeah, obviously we still need plenty more polymers. We don't have enough, and we'll definitely need a few more polymers for our... oh, triple electric scrubbers. Yes. Whereabouts are you, buddy? Oh no, that's just metals. Never mind then. Well, let's go ahead and we'll shuffle you over to... whereabouts is it? I think it's about here. Yeah, 1.8 power, that is an easy fix. We'll go ahead and put that there. We'll go ahead and we will add... let's go one over there. One in between. Actually, you know what? We might just go over here. That way we can cover a few more. And once they're built, we'll extend their range and then we'll see just how many we need to put in the area to be able to cover each other, because again, the power necessity will be increasing as we do expand their radius, like most buildings with adjustable radiuses. So that'll be fine. Alright, let's just double check. We are still out producing our polymers, which is good. Yeah, we don't have a whole stack of extra engineers working there, but that's alright for now. We have a geologist that we could shuffle around if we wished. Do we want to do that? We're fairly full here and we don't have any more room, so I guess maybe not. You know what? Let's go ahead and... since we've got some passive bonuses to unmanned shifts, I think what we're going to do, yeah, building performance isn't quite as high as I would prefer. Let's go ahead and kick you out of here. We'll close that down, and then that one that we just kicked out from one shift, we'll go ahead and we'll put her on the other. Yeah, we'll get as much progress out of a single shift, and then from there we will go ahead and let our breakthrough do the work. You, my friends, oh, we have engineers over here. Right, that explains a little bit. Electronics, how are we producing? We are producing more than we need, but it won't be that much for long. Let's go ahead and... where were we sending you? Over to the polymer factory. Maybe we send the non-specialist over to the... Let's send them to the grocer. Actually, you know what? No, the officer seems to be working fine there. We'll leave them be. Oh, you're a workaholic? Let's make sure that you're working hard. Yeah, I think, yeah, I think that'll be fine. You know what? Even then, I think maybe we go ahead and we cancel one of the night shifts. I think we produce more than we need during the day, so let's get that out. We'll go ahead and we'll take the non-specialized individual from the fusion reactor and send them to the polymer factory. And then with the engineer that's left over, they should theoretically go ahead and shuffle back into the power reactor where there was extra space. But I guess... Geologists? Wait a second, 2 geologists? What are you guys doing? No. As much as I love the science, you guys don't need to be there. Let's send you... and make sure that we are producing what we can. There we go, come on. In fact, you know what? Let's go ahead and make sure that this is set to restricted to specialists only. That should prevent any future issues. We can do the same thing here, only specialists are allowed. Alright, so we need an engineer. Alright, I guess we're going to take one of them from one shift here. Let's send you... There we go, you can work in the fusion reactor. There we go, okay. Oh, that problem is finished. That's all up and running.
Sector scanned.
We have a day and a bit before our next mission, our next dust storm. So you know what, just to make sure that we're not missing any potential for that extra science, let's go ahead and send that on the expedition for our satellite. Make sure that the drones are acquiring all of the needs that are necessary for that mission. Yeah, it's only a matter of reshuffling a few things across, but again, it is important to make sure that we're not wasting any time, because if we can get this up within the next day, yeah, the mission takes 4 days in itself, so getting the extra science is the most important thing, even if this lasts a little while. Alright, let's also double check our supplies. Water seems to be filled back up again, that is excellent, and there are some utility crops. Let's see what our new crops are looking like. So, we have cover crops. That'll take 5 days, but increases soil quality by 40%. Wow. Okay, well that would have been really nice earlier. And it also doesn't use very much very much water either. So, let's see. Both of these are 5 days, but again, the food is really with the soybeans. Okay, I think at this rate, there's really no point in changing what we have over here. That's not going to do too much for us. But over here, yeah, going from soil quality with the soybeans, let's switch you over to potatoes. And then from potatoes, let's go to cover crops. And that, yeah, so once we finish these soybeans, we'll take them out of the, and then we'll switch between potatoes and soybeans after we go through one round of cover crops. And that should maximize our yield. Yeah, I think that's fine. We have a decent amount of food. That's not going to be an issue. We have more than enough water to get us through what we need. Everybody is working as best as they can. Yeah, a few machine parts are necessary, but again, we're still out producing our maintenance, which is excellent. Let's go ahead and check out those triboelectric scrubbers. Let's kick that up to a maximum service area. So that's 1, 2, 3. Wait a second. We were 1, 2. Yeah, it's about, I think it's 2 or 3. So that should be fine. We have up until that there. So we'll go ahead and build a new triboelectric scrubber. That should be within range. That is excellent. Yeah, we can build that right where it needs to be. We'll get that up and running. And then we'll make sure that they are both reaching everything that they need to. Yeah, that is very nice. Let's go ahead and see... How long until you get built? Not really sure, although, it looks like we're one tile off being able to get the, that dome within the range of the triboelectric scrubber, but that's not a bad thing though. It's only a little bit of concrete, so in the scheme of things, that's, yeah, not too bad. This one should work out rather nicely. Let's make sure that these are set as a priority. Let's see, we do have enough fuel, so we are going to be fine by the time this finishes loading. Yeah, let's just make sure that all drones are on deck for getting that sorted. As much as I do like the triboelectric scrubber, let's just kick that down a notch. It is not quite as important right now. Yeah, as I really want to get this science up and running, so that will be very important for us. Okay. Water production is either a net zero or we are making progress. That is excellent to see. Water reclamation is up and running as it should be. In fact, you know what? Let's go ahead and work a little bit of overtime. That could be worthwhile. And let's see how... Oh, we have an enthusiast. That's very nice. Yeah, we've got a pretty decent, class coming in from the next university year. Next university cycle, I should say. That'll be very, very nice. Paradox Interactive is no longer offering a... Oh, they wanted metals? Oh. I don't think I ever had a look. Alright, you know what? Let's... Oh, yeah, well, we can't offer that. Let's go offer metal and let's offer requesting food. We'll see if they take that. They might still be interested in that in the future, so if they were willing for that, I don't particularly care. Oh, Paradox Interactive, 105 food. For our... Yeah, that seems good. Let's go ahead and do our first trade for the game. They are offering that. Yes, let's go ahead and accept. That is an excellent choice. Yeah, 50 metals, and yeah, that'll be more than enough food to get us through. I don't think we really have to worry about that. Hopefully they can land in time before the dust storm arrives. They're arriving in 4 hours. I hope that they do alright. But either way, our mission is off anyway, so we will be working on that high-speed comm satellite. That is going to be fantastic. Everybody else, let's quickly focus back on those triboelectric scrubbers. Let's make them a high priority. Control clicking there, making sure that they get done as fast as possible. Yeah, this extra power is brilliant. Let's make sure that we are now setting them to a maximum service area. That should be everything covered. So that's that. And then let's see, what else could we deal with? I suppose construction's almost finished. Let's maximize this. I think that might cover the dome, since I believe the trigger is that it covers the centermost tile. So that should be nice. And then let's see, where can we build another one? Let's pop this over here so we can guarantee the... Yeah, so we can guarantee the polymer factory as well as the reactor. Not paying as many electronics is going to pay dividends. And then outside of that, I suppose... What's that? Couple of metals here, there, and a polymer for a battery. Yeah, I suppose we may as well build out another one. Let's pop that... Yeah, let's put that right in the center, and we don't even need to extend that for that to be of quite decent use. Yeah, there we go. And we are now saving ourselves a ridiculous amount, and it looks like... Oh, wow. They just managed to get that shuttle in before that rocket. Well done to them. So... Looks like we don't get the food until we finish our trade. I suppose that makes some degree of sense. We are now using a whole stack of extra water. Let's go ahead and... We're going to turn off our fuel refineries. Let's deactivate all of them at the same time. Make sure that we are preserving our water. And then from here... what else do we need? Yeah, we need water for the polymer factory. Let's also go ahead and we will turn that off for now. Make sure that we are not over-consuming our supplies. Oh, and it looks like we have another event. Personal space. Okay. A colonist has snapped. They demand more personal space and are barricaded inside their house until their demands are met. You arrive at the scene just as you see a chair fly out the window, smashing right in front of the crowd of concerned citizens. You hear the hysterical cries from inside. "Leave me alone. I don't need to see any of you." As you come closer, the crowd turns to you. He's right, we all need personal space, so residents will grant more comfort but provide less living space. That's a little dangerous, or personal space is a luxury we cannot afford. Ah, bother. Okay, oh, home collective tech research cost is reduced. You know what? Maybe that's a good idea to go for home collective earlier. Yeah, alright, well, at least we'll work on that. You know what? We'll lose a little bit of comfort. It's not ideal, but I don't like the alternatives. We don't really have much extra capacity right now. We might, once we go ahead and put our education into this dome over here, but right now that doesn't seem very useful, so we'll leave that be. We will work on that home collective, try and boost up some of those numbers again. That should be good. And yeah, while we wait, I suppose let's go ahead and let's open up a new shift. We'll send a whole bunch of engineers. I suppose that'll be fine. And then from there, let's open up the farm as well. Any extra workers there can make their way in here. And you know what? I guess... Who are our unemployed? One engineer. And no specialization. Okay, well... Let's open it up to anybody. That should be fine. Maybe we can get a little bit of extra work out of those people. And, yeah, we'll just have to see how everything goes.
Sector scanned.
Yeah, there's a lot worse than what we've got going for us right now. Oh, and you know what? We probably could build one triple electric scrubber over here for those solar panels, come to think about it. Save us a couple of metals in the long run. So let's pop this... Actually, you know what? We might see what that total range is, and then we might bring that a little bit closer. See if we can get that all, or at least cover a majority of them. Either way, that would be nice. Yeah, that'll be fun. Okay, so, let's see. Low food, that's not really the truth. We have plenty of food in all of our service buildings. We've only got about 3 days worth, but again, the dust storm only goes for a day and a half. And even within that time, we're going to have... yes, some soybeans. We'll also go ahead and get some potatoes up and running. We're about to get a crop of soybeans here. Yeah, so we're about to be on the potatoes. Yep, that's fine. And again, as this soil quality does reach 100%, we are easily going to be able to get some very decent returns on our food. So, let's go ahead and make these triple electric scrubbers a high priority for all of them. We definitely want these to be up and running if at all possible. We have enough supply to get us through all of this. We even have some bonus fuel. What's going on with these guys? We are still loading the resources to trade. Alright, so, okay, so, alright, you know what, that's perfectly, you know what, that's perfect. I didn't realize that once we gave them the 50 metals, then they would start to unload, but I suppose that makes sense. They are in, well, not necessarily hostile territory, but they're not in friendly lands, so I can understand that. Let's go ahead and quickly shut off this pipe valve. Let's make sure that we are venting a minimal amount of useful... Okay, so that's 0. Where is the other one? Okay, I guess we just got to it a little bit too quick and the game didn't have time to update. So that is not a particularly dangerous issue. That'll get fixed. We have plenty of metals. We should, however... Yeah, we should double check what our transport is doing. Since we have used so many metals, it's probably ideal that we go ahead and make sure that we've collected all of those that we can. I definitely know that there's some hanging around. Yeah, there's 32 down there. Another 32 over here. Another 30. Oh, and 91. Okay. That seems like a good task. Let's go ahead and collect the 91. That basically pays for quite a bit, so we'll go ahead and get that working.
Are low.
Yeah, resources aren't really that low. We still have, 2 days worth of water. That's not too bad. We may end up going ahead and working on the... What do we call it? It was the... there was a tech for better water storage and oxygen storage. Same with the mega storages, so we might invest in one of those just to increase our capacities. That's probably worth noting. But what on earth is going on here? Oh. Apparently this... If we undo this, do we... Oh, this isn't connected to a... to an oxygen's... what do we call it? A moxie. Yeah, it's not connected to a moxie. Okay, so... Yeah, right now I don't think that that's really an issue. We are still well and truly outproducing the amount of oxygen than what we consume by a fairly solid margin. So that's not really an issue there. And yeah, even when we cut that off from the grid, we still have enough in there to be able to sustain our population. That's all I really care about at the end of the day, so that's nothing that matters. Let's go ahead and turn that back up. Let's go ahead and see, where is the other... Where are the other triple electric scrubbers? Let's see, we've got you, oh, and we have you, there we are. Do we need to increase the radius? I don't think we do. We're going to keep that as is. In fact, yeah, we'll go one step further. It's only 2 extra power, but it just guarantees that everything is nice and safe. So we'll leave that be, and then let's build one more because we can. We'll pop that over... pop that over there. I think that'll cover the majority of those solar panels. And that should really minimize the amount of maintenance required for these buildings here, so that'll be fine. Yeah, alright, and yeah, power is no longer an issue. That's really nice to see.
Sector scan.
Scanning's still coming along quite nicely. Yeah, and that overcharge is going to be done in just over, what's that? Just over a day and a half, which is excellent. So, we're down to one more scan. Let's keep on going with this, back and forth. We'll keep on working around here, see if we can get all those extra progress bonuses to our scanning. In fact, yeah, 44. How about we only scan the ones that have more than a 30% boost? I think that seems reasonable. 99, 93. Ooh, okay, well I guess that's the most out of the proximity bonuses we can get. Well then, if that is the case, let's just keep on. We'll work our way back through. But that should be alright. We might even go ahead and build another sensor tower. Yeah, they don't cost us anything. They don't get any maintenance, but they will give us a nice little boost. And now that we have our command drone, I think we can happily go ahead and maybe build a couple slightly further out. Yeah, we could put one up the top here, or maybe one over around here, just sporadically spread out so we can get some extra scanning bonuses. Admittedly, we went through those previous options, those previous sectors way faster than I was expecting. So that is, I suppose, a good problem to have. Alright, another leak. Let's go ahead and plug that hole straight away. We do not want to be losing anything unnecessarily. Again, whatever we lose, even if we make it to the very end, it just gives us more time to have to build back up in our capacities. So, but that's, yeah, 4 hours until this is over and done with. Looks like they are... Yep, they're ready to launch as soon as the storm is over. It's still another 2 days before these guys can return, so I'm definitely glad that we got our shuttle out before. And how long until... Yeah, sponsor is still at 200. At some point it will go up to 600. That's how we'll know, but again, this is still... Yeah, still dealing with the mission and... Oh, no life support? Wait a second, what's going on? Out of water? Oh. Let's quickly open this back up again. That does not seem ideal. Okay, we luckily got that sorted fast enough. We do have water coming on in. Our consumption is through the roof though. We only have 6 hours worth of water. Oh dear. We should be producing enough. Oh, we do have a leak. Right, that's not going to be helpful. Yeah, 13 per hour. That is an absolute shocking spot for us to be hemorrhaging life support there. But luckily, that should be a very quick and easy fix. There we go. We're back out of the danger zone. We are a little bit short on power. Let's go ahead and see how did our accumulators do. In fact, you know what? They barely seem stressed at all. That is fantastic. So clearly we're doing enough. Right, let's go ahead and turn our polymer factory back on. Let's go ahead and restart the, what is it? Kick out these engineers. Go back down to a single geologist. Let's go ahead and kick out the officer. Kick out the engineer. That scientist can shuffle back over here. So let's go back to specialists only. We'll turn off that extra shift. And how are we doing? I think that should be about all that we need. Yeah, engineers up and running. Yeah, we'll just give that a minute and we'll see how that goes. Apparently Japan is offering another 140 food for 50 metals. That's a curious offer. I'm not necessarily against it. Having a decent stockpile of food is never going to be a bad thing. And metals aren't exactly an issue that we have. You know what? Yeah. Let's go ahead and accept. I see absolutely no downsides. We've still got plenty of metals on the map, so that will help us out. In fact, I am kind of curious as to what's going on, so let's have a look and see their standing. It appears that they have a whole stack of buildings, 355. Good grief, that's a lot. But they only have 48 colonists, so we're outpacing them there. It does look like they have plenty of materials, but I'm not sure what's going on. Their grid is ridiculously overpowered, but their research is remarkably minimal. Alright, well, I have no idea what they're planning on doing, but alright. Let's see, who else can we check in on? That's us as the Oasis. We have 104 buildings. Looks like we're doing significantly better. And then what else have we got? Paradox. 42 buildings, 48 colonists. They have a whole stack more money, and my goodness, that is a silly amount of polymer. Huh. You know what, maybe if we did some trading with these guys, we might be able to get some of those extra polymers and maybe work towards that artificial sun. That wouldn't be terrible. And then these guys, yeah, they also have a ridiculous amount of polymers. But you know what, that's not really my problem for now, so we'll just leave that be, but it's at least good to check in on what they're doing, just in case there's something particularly worth noting. But either way, I think this is where we'll call it for today. We'll go ahead and we'll finish up this high-speed satellite in the next one. We'll possibly even start working on that extra medium dome, depending on how many polymers we end up creating. And yeah, we'll see how everything else shakes out. So if you do want to see that, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.